translations. The good news is these are actually pretty easy. I don't think anybody's going to be struggling and crying. Take out your notes first. We'll get to the whiteboards in a minute. We got a few things to write down, notes, and then we'll get to the whiteboards to help us graph some of this stuff. All right, let's start off with what a translation is. So here's the definition. A translation, we are going to move an object either up, down, left, or right. So we're going to pick an object up and move it. We're either going to move it right, left, up, or down. It does not change the shape. Or the orientation. And we'll talk about what orientation means in just a minute. I think you know what shape means. So, let's take an object like this. My hand sanitizer. Today, all we're going to do is either move it right, left, up, or down. We are not going to change the orientation. Changing the orientation means turning it, rotating it. Are you with me? We will eventually rotate it, turn it upside down at an angle, whatever we want to do. Today, if the hand sanitizer starts with the lid up top, then we're going to finish with the lid up top. We're just moving it right, left, up, down. Are you with it? Mm-hmm. This is changing the orientation, rotating it. Okay, changing the size would be making it bigger or smaller. So today, we are not changing the shape, and we're not changing the orientation. Any questions so far? So, on your homework, there's going to be two shapes. The shape we start with, and then the new shape that we create. We have names for those. We got the pre-image and the image. Now, let's think about this for a minute. If I take a picture, don't we call that an image?
Yeah.
Is the picture the original or a duplicate?
Original. Oh, okay.
It's a duplicate, yeah. If I take a picture of you, that is not what you are. You're the what I'm taking the picture of. You were there first. I had to have you pose, and then y'all do your snap crap, bull crap. Just a picture of my nose and my eyes and all that jazz y'all do. Anyway, the pre-image is the original. Are you with me? Before we take the picture, we have to have something there, right? Yep. So the pre-image is the original shape or the original object. The image is the one after we moved it, the moved object. All right, and the original picture, the pre-image, will always have some letters on it like A, B, C, whatever. The new image also needs some letters, but we can't use the same ones. We're going to call them A prime, B prime, C prime. They have a little asterisk kind of going at an angle. Those are called primes. A prime, B prime, C prime. This is always with the image. The original one does not have the primes. It's just A, B, C. All right, are there any questions so far? All right, now we're done with the notes part. Now take out your whiteboard, flip it over to the green side. We're going to practice doing some translations. So on the green side, draw me an X and a Y axis right down the middle. And you don't need to put marks because we got green little grids there. So every little green line is 1, 2, 3, whatever. All right, let's make a picture. Let's put a point at 5, 1. We'll call that point A. Put another point at 1, 1. We'll call that B. And then put a third point, we'll make a triangle, at 1, 4. We'll call that C. And then connect the 3 dots, and we have triangle ABC. I'll give you a second to get that drawn. So 5, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4. All right, we're going to translate this up 2 and to the left 4. So here's how you do a translation. It is not very hard. If you can count, you will be good on the homework today. The kids in Johnson City, they're out of luck because they can't even count yet. It's okay. All right, bless you. Let's start with point C. Move 1 point at a time. Move point C up 2, so we would go up here, and then just count over to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. C prime needs to go right there. So I'm going to put C prime for that one. That is where my new point for C is moving. It went up 2 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Any questions so far? Now let's go to point B. Let's do the same thing. Go up 2, 1, 2, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point B, or B prime, will be located right there. And we only got one more point to do. Let's do A. Go up 1, 2, and to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. B prime, A prime is going to be sitting on that edge of that picture. That's okay. Sometimes they overlap. So there's A prime. Now we need to connect A prime with B prime with C prime with A prime. And there is my new picture. It did not change size, did it? Did it get bigger?
No.
Nope. Did I turn it a certain way?
No.
Nope. It's the same size, same orientation, just moved up 2 and to the left 4. Are there any questions so far? All right, erase that one. Let's do one more. This time we'll do a diamond. Let's put a point right there at -3, 0. We'll call that A. Put a point at 0, 3. 0, -3. We'll call that B. Put a point at -3, -6. We'll call that C. And then put a point at -4, -3. We'll call that D. So let's go A to B to C to D. We got a diamond. Not a very pretty diamond, but it's a diamond. All right, let's move this sucker down 1 and to the right 5. So each point we're going to move down 1 and then to the right 5. Let's go. Let's start with that. Let's go down 1, that would be here, and then go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to stay or go to right there. So this is A what? Prime. A prime. Now let's go to B. Go down 1 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B prime is going to be somewhere over here. I'll put B prime there. So I got A prime and B prime. And if you need to, if that's in your way, you can erase it so it doesn't distract you. Are you with me? Let's do D. Let's go down 1. Let's go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to go right there. D prime. Then the last one is C. Go down 1 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's connect our new picture. A prime to B prime, B prime to C prime, D prime, and up. Questions? Did it change size? Did it turn like sideways? It's the same picture. It's just slid down 1 to the right 5. And that is pretty much all we're covering today for translations. They're not hard. All you got to do is, some people do get confused, like they let this second point mess up their next point. Just do 1 point at a time. Go A to A prime, B to B prime, C to C prime, D to D prime, and that will usually help you keep from getting messed up. Most of them are not hard. There's a few on there that are a little tricky. It gets tricky when this picture overlaps the original picture. That's where kids get lost. Does that make sense?